Guys, so I'm here to replace this garbage disposal. This was the house that had the growy valve. That was a real problem. This kitchen is packed, man, under this sink. Okay, where's the cord? So when I got here, this sink was stopped up. I don't know how long this thing hasn't been working, but there was a lot of shit in it. I'm gonna go ahead and change this out. This flange is probably the original. So guys, this is like day 9 or 10 since I've been able to post a video. Google's got me locked out of my account, and it's going to take 30 days because I didn't remember my password, which is not a good thing, man. They should have policies in place to deal with a owner of a phone who made a mistake, and you know, don't treat them like they're a criminal. stainless steel sink. You don't need to put a whole bunch of putty on there. If it were a cast iron, you'd want way more than that. So what I do, guys, is I take this. I always run my finger around here. Get this excess putty off. It just makes the pieces on the bottom sit nice and tight and not awkward cross. All messed up. Hello there. You gonna help me? You gonna help me? Good morning, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing well. Good.
Do you know what, like, was I not doing it right, like, to, rejuvenate it?
I don't know. I didn't even check it, man. Honestly, I'm just putting a new one in.
Because when I turned the power on, it was making that sound, the
Humming.
yeah, but not moving.
Right. And you push the reset button,
I pushed
which
the button,
caused it to start to hum.
No, it wasn't doing anything. Like the reset button just, kind of had no reaction.
Yeah. How long have you been in this house?
Like a year and a half.
And obviously that was the original.
Probably.
Yeah.
Was it just its time?
Yeah, they don't last forever,
But does the sound implies that the engine is working and trying, or does it not mean anything?
It means that it was, the motor was trying to turn, but it's jammed up. Sometimes you can't unjam them.
Yeah.
I was under the impression you told me you tried everything.
So I tried.
So I didn't even bother messing
it's
with
fine,
it.
It's fine. You gotta these things you just gotta change. But in my other house, I used the the little tool that you can insert in the center. And
Yeah, the Allen wrench.
The Allen wrench. Here I inserted it turns, but I don't think it actually made the little things move.
Well, if it was turning.
Was it turning when you tried?
No. But what I'm saying is, if you put that tool in there, and you were able to spin the tool, then it's shot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I know in the past, like if there's something stuck in there, like glass, right?
Yeah.
So when the glass was stuck in there, and you turn it, sometimes you just kind of crank it through, like crush it and just crank it. But not this time. And I also, oh, that little, is this, that's the thing I was missing.
Yeah, I have that for you. You got a new one that with this garbage disposal.
Yeah, because I think I had it and somehow it disappeared. So if we have it, just in case I need to churn it. All right.
How's everything going, man?
You know, it's going all right.
I like your flag out in the front there.
You know, you try, there's so much shit in the world.
Seems to be getting worse.
First was Ukraine, and now was Israel, and I feel like people are sleeping, like people are not paying attention.
I don't know. Half of our government are lunatics.
Well, I used to kind of be more removed. Maybe I was younger, I was just thinking like, things are all right, But the older I'm getting, the more frustrated I'm getting with like what they're doing.
Yeah, or not doing.
And direct impact on us.
Yeah.
Like it's not up there, the same bullshit politics, right? Like they dealing with Iran
Yeah.
has direct implication on us.
Yep.
Like direct. And I feel like with Israel, a lot of people I talk to, they think it's like an Israeli problem.
Yeah.
Which it's not Israeli problem. It's the same thing we had with ISIS. It's the same ISIS.
Yeah, we need to maintain our presence in the world, and because these crazies, and I include Putin in that, they'll try to just keep marching. They'll keep doing it, I mean, I don't know. Trying to stay out of it, I got enough shit to worry about my own life.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
It is a lot. Like with there's the 2 million immigrants coming in for the border.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them are good people, like everywhere.
Yeah.
But who knows, like, if we got some, ISIS people coming in. We have no clue.
Well, the good thing is we haven't really been attacked, unless you consider what happened in Washington on January 6th.
Oh, that's not an attack. It's a joke. I'm still pissed. Like, I'm a Trump supporter, but I'm not going to go to Washington and do that. But I'm pissed that they're trying to pretend like this was a coup. They had more FBI agents in there than the actual like losers who wanted to like dance around in their Viking costumes.
Yeah, well, he's got a lot of time to think about that. He might want to get a little bit of another wardrobe.
Is he in prison or?
Oh yeah.
But there wasn't like I don't know. I think they're trying to make it into like a real coup, but it really wasn't.
Yeah.
We had a much more violent like BLM demonstrations than that by far.
Yeah. There's a lot of opinions in this country.
What do you think?
I can't stand Trump.
You don't like him?
Not at all. I think he's a real threat to our democracy. He does not want to give up power. He's like they said, he's a wannabe dictator. The people he looks up to in the world. I just don't think he's an honest man. I think we can do a lot better than a guy who's, been perpetrating fraud his whole life, his whole family. We can do better, I think. But I'm just one person. Yeah. dividing our country the way he has and continues to is not healthy for this country, in my opinion. Let's see here. They made these things supposedly easier to put in, but they're not really.
The twist and turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy when you have nothing else in there.
Let's see.
You know, a lot of people can't stand it.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't like the man. I never did. I mean, it had nothing to do with. I just always thought he was a scumbag. My whole life.
You know, I didn't vote for him when he was going against Hillary.
Yeah.
I didn't vote for Hillary either. I thought she was a horrible person as well. Because that election, I just voted for like a Green Party or something.
Yeah, might as well have stayed home.
Yeah, I mean, you know what it is. But, you know, I did my duties. I went up and I voted. But after 4 years that he was in the office, it's really hard to look at. And you prefer not to listen to him. But if you look at what he did, the actual, you know, the actions, I think his actions were good for us.
Wow.
So, it's you know, I mean, it's hard to look at Biden and say like, oh, that's a good thing for the country right now. You know?
No, I don't. I'm not a fan of Biden's.
You know, 10% mortgages, like.
Wow.
They try to call it inflation reduction, but their inflation is huge, and it hits people who actually like hit the hardest, the retirees.
No, I know, but you know, unfortunately, all of this stuff is a part of the world's economy, and really, Biden. He doesn't have any say in any of that. The fact is that the banks in all these Fortune 500 companies are making record profits. And do you think they're going to offer up, discounts or give people some of their money back? Since COVID struck, the Fortune 500 companies are all meeting or exceeding their projected profits. Jamie Dimon, he was, they beat their projection. And I don't know what the hell the name of it is anymore. I was reading about it yesterday. People are definitely getting hurt. I mean, I have an equity line of credit on my house. I owe about $40,000. Huh?
Is it like 10, 11% right now?
No, it's 1 percentage point above prime.
Yeah, but the prime is like 8%.
Right. So I went from paying, 3%, and that money is going right into the pockets of the banks. They're taking it from us. My electric bill in this state has gone through the roof in the last 4 or 5 months. Yeah.
It's tripled.
And you know what that's all about?
I don't remember seeing like, hey, your bill is gonna triple.
No, it's because they're trying to get everybody to sign up for that bullshit solar program.
That's bullshit. I looked at it.
Yeah, it is bullshit.
The issue I have with them is not even the price or anything. They're not explaining clearly what happens. You put in a 40,000 piece of equipment on your roof, right?
Yeah, and then 2 years later, your insurance company tells you you need a new roof, and you're gonna have to pay somebody to take that crap down.
And you can't take it down because you don't own it.
Oh, you're gonna have to pay 10 grand for somebody to do that job again. I'd love having some solar, as long as they put it in my yard.
But that's the thing, is like I've looked up, my neighbors have it, right?
Yeah.
And just like they pretend it's a piece of rock that just nothing happens to it, right? My neighbors have it, and like every 6 months it stopped working.
Right.
It's electric equipment. It's a serious equipment. Like it breaks, it needs fixing, it needs replacements.
Yeah.
But
You'll never get your money back.
They never talk about physically. Oh, you know what I mean? Like it's just.
Hey, everybody I know who has it, thinks it was a bad idea.
Well, it's a black box. Like they said, they looked at it, and you know, you don't even know it right away. You know it when you get the electric bill like 3 months later. And they realize like it's not contributing anything.
It's not doing crap for you.
Company or whatever that installed it, they came in, they're like, oh, this $5,000 piece of converter of some kind is not working.
Yeah, so, you know, just get your wallet out, pay a little bit more, we'll get you running.
Yeah, I don't know. And then, like you said, I have a 25-year-old roof. And
Yeah, they're gonna come through this place cause I remember building this place. They're gonna come through here, and unfortunately, you have you've got a tile roof. This roof on this house, you're looking at probably 70 grand.
It's not that bad. I actually got a quote of 50. That's not the point. It's still $50,000.
Yeah.
I wasn't planning to spend $50,000 because I had nothing else to do
Jesus
with it.
Christ. That damn thing's tough to get to, man.
So I looked at it and I'm like, well, maybe I'll wait for a couple of years, right?
Yeah.
But if they put the solar on it, you no longer have control. I don't like them. I don't trust them. I think like they're lying to you when they're using this deceptive marketing.
Yeah. I would start with the people with all the money. When all these, you think of the money, the profits that these corporations make, and they're sucking that out of the economy continuously, it starts to hurt, man. My money, you work your ass off, and somebody else is getting rich because of it. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, Jeff Bezos. Do people really need that kind of money?
Yeah.
You
I don't
know?
want to judge too much. I mean, if he created a company and it's working, let him do whatever he wants with it. It's not my challenge. I don't have a problem with big money.
I have a problem with, you know, 10, 12, 15 people sitting on 70% of the world's wealth. You know. Anyways, we're not going to solve the world's problems because as soon as you solve one, another one pops up.
One thing I liked about Trump's direction was that he was trying to make the government smaller. Like he was dismantling the State Department, which I think was an excellent idea. Like we have a bunch of bureaucrats. Do you know how many United Nations people are in Gaza? They came up with statistics. Because when the Israeli was attacked, they sent United Nations guys in Gaza. What the hell are 13,000 people doing there?
I don't know, but
How many battalions is that? 13,000 people?
yeah, I don't know. It's above my pay grade. It's all getting old to me, listening to the bitching and.
And it's just a
Used
lot.
to be able to, it wasn't front and center. I think the 24-hour news cycle, everybody's got their own agenda. Couldn't have killed in this country. So this guy doesn't actually line up with the grain, huh?
No.
Yeah,
Which I kind of like.
that's cool.
Because it's, otherwise you put something goes right in.
Yeah, it drops down.
Yeah, this way at least it's like not. It's a little inconvenient if you're trying to drop a tomato in there, but
Yeah.
it gives me a chance to think about what goes in. How's that looking?
You're all set. It's got a 3-year warranty. Here's your paperwork. Here's your wrench.
Yeah.
You know how to do that. Let's go out and check your water heater.
Yeah, if you can.
Show me where it is, my friend. Pool looks great. Last time I was here, I think they were redoing
Oh, was it still hole in the ground? Yeah, they
Didn't you have a pool, or they put a whole new pool in?
No, I had one of those original pools here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know what they look like, right? Like a 3x5,
okay.
2 feet deep. Like, I don't know why people do that. Like a tiny pools.
Dude, you're gonna have to unbury that son of a bitch.
Which one?
I gotta get those plates off in the front,
Okay.
right where all that paint is.
Let's see if you can.
And all right, guys. So I'm here to check the temperature on this water heater. The homeowner, his wife is complaining that it's too hot. Which this is the house that had the issue with the shower valve, so maybe it got turned up. Nope, this is at 120. No, it isn't. It's at, yeah, it's too high. I'm gonna put it down to this guy's set at 130, almost 140 degrees, so that will definitely scald you. I'm gonna leave it at 125, okay, sir?
Yeah. Well, I don't know what it should be, but
They come from the factory at 120.
'cause my wife said that it's hot, and I just trust it. Yeah, she complained.
Well, it's way too hot. That was at like 140. That'll,
Okay. So she was right to go with.
yeah, that would burn the hell out of somebody if they got straight 140 degree water. All right, so I'm down on the bottom now. Most of the time when people turn these up, they don't realize you gotta turn them both up. So this one's probably at the factory setting. Nope, it's up high. Alright, so I've got it set at 125, and you should notice a difference. Yeah, I can feel this relief valve, and it's hot, man. Burning my arm because it's 140 degrees. All right, that's gonna do this, guys. You have any idea how old this heater is?
I would assume original.
All right, let me see if there's an egg. These things are cryptic, you know. So, let me see here. This is the tag, and somewhere in this serial number is I believe it's an 08. 08. Yeah, you're almost 16 years old on that. So it's going to be time. It doesn't look like you have anything that's going to go bad if it leaks, but keep an eye on it because it's getting up there in age, okay?
So how much is to replace something like this?
Make sure it's a 50, yeah. I can put a new 50-gallon water heater in here for you for $1,200 with a better ball valve. This thing right here, this thing is not going to work when you need it.
So old.
Yeah, well, they get brittle. They're plastic. I put a new brass ball valve on there. It'll be a 50-gallon heater, and
Do I need to think about like a just-in-time or whatever real-time heaters?
you mean like a tankless or
Yeah, the one
on-demand type
like an
thing?
on-demand type thing?
They're a lot of work, man. Electrical. You can't just take that out and put one of them in because you need room in your. Where's your electric panel? You need to have room in your electric panel. You need to run a wire over there the size that you run to an air conditioning unit, and you need two 40-amp breakers for the smallest tankless water heater. But it's not going to do anything. I mean, you can buy one with a recirc system, which we could put a recirc system on this, so you don't have to wait so long to get hot water.
Actually, I don't like the wait is like I don't know a minute or two. It's not
Right,
even-
so that's
it's
not an issue.
Yeah. it's not an
Honestly,
issue.
Bud, I would the maintenance that is required on a tankless water heater. You have to flush it every year with vinegar. It takes about an hour for that. You have to
this
backwash
easier
it.
on-
This
is
is
it-
much easier.
Do I need a
and-
bigger one or is this good?
No, you can't. You can
Oh.
only get the biggest you can get now is a 55-gallon.
But do you think this is for this size of house, 3 bathroom is
It's
good?
never been an issue, right? You haven't run out of hot water.
I haven't, but I'm not the complaining type, so I'm
50's fine. You have a big tub in your master, correct?
I don't use that shit.
Yeah, nobody does.
I don't know why
They
put
turn
it-
them into a planter. Just make sure.
John, one more thing about the hot water.
Yeah.
Can you check something? My wife says that when she runs the washing machine, that it runs like super hot, even when she puts on delicates, which is supposed to run on cold.
Well, it can't. I mean, if it's.
Is it? But she's worried that I'm not getting cold water from the back. You know, I can move that thing out of your way. So I don't know if it's connected to the what you just.
Well, it seems like this valve back here is. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Seems like this valve. Yeah, it's opened all the way. Yeah, the valve's open all the way, my friend.
So that's not an issue.
No. Put it on cold. I mean, did you put it on straight cold?
Well, that's what she said. She put like a delicate start and stuff, but I don't know how to check the water.
Yeah. Cold water. Let's see if how fast it fills.
Anything happening?
Not yet. It's got all these delays on it. Wash. I don't know how to operate this, but you know, tell her to try cold water.
Yeah.
And see if it's filling fast. You know, maybe she can come down here and do it while I'm here.
It could be that maybe that what you just changed, the 140 degrees.
Yeah.
Maybe that will fix it because she was running and just complained that it was too hot.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's really hot, man. I mean, most water heaters, all water heaters come from the factory with a setting of 120. So 20 degrees is huge, man. All right, guys.
John, I'm glad you were able to come.
All right, guys, we're all set here. It's Saturday, and this video is done. These people are great. They've got a beautiful place here. He's done a lot of work, and hopefully someday I'll get this stuff back up on Google. Hey guys, Johnny Sunshine here. I'm done with that garbage disposal. It's a Saturday morning. I usually don't work on Saturdays. Took me an hour to get in there. He did ask me a bunch of stuff and I reset the temperature. I should have charged him, but I'm not gonna split hairs. His water heater was set at 140 degrees, which is really high. Nobody needs to be taking showers in 140 degree water. Your dishwasher has its own heater, so it just doesn't make sense. They come from the factory at 120. You want to bump it up 5 degrees, but anything above that I think is just dangerous, and you're putting yourself out there for some liability, especially if you get an older person with no feeling in their legs. They'll be sitting there getting the shit burned out of them and they won't even know it. So anyways, I'm going to continue to make videos. I don't know if I can get them up on my channel. Google's not playing nice with me. They need to come up with a better process to help people who aren't criminals. People make mistakes. You shouldn't be penalized for 30 days to shut my phones down for 30 days because I forgot my one of a million passwords I need now. Give me a break, man. You guys are taking over the world. That's great, but let's make it easy for the people who are honest. That's all I can say. Thanks, Google.